Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to make this simple one side off shoulder bubu top. It's a very detailed tutorial and very beginners friendly. So the tutorial on how to make the short pant I'm wearing is also on my YouTube channel. I'm going to leave the link in the description box. So this top is a very chic top. You can style it with a shirt, with a pants, or with a skirt. So don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment and subscribe. So for this particular style, I'll be making use of 1.5 yards of Ankara fabric, and then I have this plain blue crepe I'll be using for the base of my sleeve. Then I have my tape rule, my scissors, my ruler and my tailor's chalk. So let's go ahead now to fold our fabric. So the first thing to do is to fold your fabric into two. So like I said earlier, I'm working with 1.5 yards of fabric for this video. So go ahead to fold your fabric into two equal parts this way. So because it's a boo top, this is going to be the wideness of our top, and the other side is going to be for the length of the top. So I'll further fold my fabric now into four. So from the closed edge, I'll just close it up this way to make it a fold of four, because I'll be cutting the front and the back parts together. So I have my fabric now in a fold of four. So let's go ahead now to take the length of the top. So the full length of this top now is 25 inches. I have 25 inches of fabric here for the length of my top. Then I'll take out 1 inch for folding at the base. So at the end of the day, I'll be left with about 24 inches for the length of my top. And then for the wideness, my shoulder to shoulder measurements divided by 2 is 8 inches. Is 8 inches, and then the remaining fabric length is about 15 inches. So note that if you want your sleeve to be longer than this and the length of your fabric is not so much, you can attach fabric to the edge of it to just extend your sleeve. You can just use the same fabric, it won't be so obvious, and attach it to it. So I have 8 inches from my shoulder to shoulder, and then I have 15 inches left for my sleeve. But note that I'll still be adding about 2 inches of plain fabric to the edge of my sleeve. So if you want yours longer, you can go ahead to add as much as 5 inches or 6 inches extra just to get your desired sleeve length. So after folding your fabric into four, note that this is the opened angle of the fabric, and then this is the closed edge of the fabric. So I'll be marking my neckline on the closed edge of the fabric. So for the wideness of my neckline, I want 5 inches for it. It's 5 inches for the wideness of the neckline. And then for the depth, I'll be making use of 2 inches. So notice that you can decide to use any wideness and depth you want for your top, but for the depth, make sure you don't go less than 3 inches so that it won't be too wide on your neck. So now go ahead to curve it out, forming my neckline this way. So the next thing to do now is to take the shoulder slope. So I'll come down from the closed edge of the fabric by 1 inch. I'll take 1 inch from the closed edge of the fabric this way. And then I'll take my ruler and then connect it to meet the other side. I'll connect the neckline to meet my shoulder slope this way. So this is what we have after doing that. The next thing to do now is to take my round armhole measurements divided by 2, which is 9 inches, and then I'll add 1 inch to it for seam allowance, making 10 inches. So I'll come over now to the lower part of my top and place my round hip measurements divided by 4, which is 11.5 inches. I'll add 1 inch for seam allowance and 2 extra inches to it for ease. So that's making 14.5 inches, 14.5 inches. So I'll go ahead and mark it out there. So if you want yours to be very free, you can go ahead to add 3 inches or 4 inches to it. So right now, I'll go ahead and extend the hip line upward this way. I'll extend it this way to meet my round armhole measurement. So I'll extend it this way to meet my round armhole measurement. So this is what we have. We have our sleeve coming out already. So I'll go ahead to form a curve at this corner. I'll just curve it out so that it won't be rough when I sew it. I'll curve it out this way. So this is what you should have as well. So this is basically all for our bubble top. So I'll go ahead now to cut it out. So go ahead to cut it out. So guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you're not subscribed to my channel yet, please hit the subscribe button and also check out my other videos. So guys, after cutting out, this is what it looks like. So I'll go ahead now and open it up. So you can see that we have our front and our back panel cut out together. This is what it looks like. So the next thing to do now is to cut out our one side of shoulder. So you can decide to take your off shoulder on any side of the blouse depending on you. But for me, I'll be taking mine on the right side of my blouse. So you can decide to take it on the left or on the right. So the first thing to do now is to take my tape rule. So I'll place the two, the front and the back panel together this way. And then I'll take my tape rule, and then from this edge I want my off shoulder to fall. I'll take 5 inches. So guys, depending on how low you want your own one side of shoulder to fall, you can make use of 6 inches or 7 inches. So right now I'll just connect it to meet my neckline this way. I hope you guys understand what I'm doing. I'll connect it to meet it this way. So right now go ahead to cut out this the fabric. Go ahead to cut it out. So cut it out this way. So this is what we have after cutting out. So you will notice that the sleeve on the off shoulder angle is shorter than the other side. The other sleeve is longer than it. But by the time you wear your top and it falls to one side, you're still going to have the same sleeve length at the end of the day. So nothing to worry. Your sleeve is still going to be the same because of the way we cut out the neck. By the time you have your off shoulder effect, it's going to be the same. So the next thing to do now is to finish up the neckline of the front and so to finish up the neckline, I have this fabric strap I have cut out already. So you can use bias strip for it, but I'm using the main fabric for this tutorial. So I'll go ahead and place it on it this way, right sides facing each other. And then I'll stitch it all the way down. I'll stitch it to the neckline all the way down. And then when I'm done stitching, I'll go ahead to fold it in to the other side, to the wrong side, and stitch it down. So let me just use my pin to hold it down and explain to you guys. Let me just use my pin to secure it first. So I'll just sew it all the way down. Then when I'm done sewing, I'll notch it and then fold it over to the wrong side this way. I'll fold it in again and then I will stitch it all the way down. I'll stitch it all the way down. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other neckline, and then I will show you guys what it looks like. So after finishing the neckline, this is what it looks like. This is the wrong side. You can see how neat it is, and this is the right side. So let me get the other fabric to show you guys. So this is the neckline of the back panel. So the next thing to do now is to join the shoulders together. So I'm going to place my fabric this way, right sides facing each other. Right sides facing each other, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch it using 1/2 inch all the way down to the sleeve opening, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'll stitch it all the way down. So after stitching the shoulders together, I will show you guys what it looks like. So after closing up the shoulders, this is what we have. So this is it on one side and this is it on the other side. So remember I told you guys I'll be adding a plain fabric to the base of my sleeve. So you can decide to use the same fabric if you want your sleeve to just be longer. So I'll go ahead to open it up this way, open up my top this way, and then I'll measure what I have on my sleeve opening. So I have about 19 inches here, I have 19 inches here, so I'll take my plain fabric and I'll measure 19 inches in length. I'll measure 19 inches in length by 5 inches. So remember we want 2 inches and I'm going to be folding it into 2. So the remaining 1 inch is going to be for joining. So after cutting out, this is what we have. So I have 19 inches for the wideness, and then for the depth I have 5 inches. So by the time I fold it into 2, I'm going to have 2.5 inches. So when I attach it to my sleeve, it's still going to be 2 inches left. So I'm going to go ahead and get my top now so that we can attach this fabric to it. So this fabric is still going to be our elastic casing. So right now, go ahead to fold it into 2 equal parts this way, and then place it right side facing each other on your top, just as you can see me doing in the video. Place it this way, place it on it this way, fold it into 2 and place it this way, and then I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch it using 1/2 inch to it. So when I'm done, I'm going to have something that looks like this. So I'll repeat the same thing for the other side of the sleeve. I'll place it this way and then fold my strap into 2 and stitch it using 1/2 inch. So when I'm done doing that, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after joining the fabric to my top, this is what it looks like. This is what I have. This is the wrong side and this is the right side. So if you want your sleeve to be longer, you can add more fabric to this point. You can make it longer. So the next thing to do now is to insert our elastic band at the base of our sleeve. So I'll be working with this 1 inch elastic band. So to get the elastic band length to work with, just measure what you have on the point where your sleeve is going to stop on your hand and then subtract about 2 inches from it. That should be enough. So I'll go ahead and pass my pin through it this way, and then on the open angle, I'll go ahead and pass my elastic band with my pin through it this way. So this is just to give the sleeve a fit on the hand when you wear it. Give it a good fit on the hand. So I'll pass it till I get to the other side of the sleeve. So right now I'll take it to my sewing machine and then I will stitch down my elastic band this way. Stitch it down on the other side as well. I'll stitch it down on this side as well. So I'll insert the elastic band for the other side of my sleeve and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So after inserting the elastic band, this is what it looks like. This is what the sleeve looks like now. So when you wear your top, the sleeve is going to be fitted on your hand. So this is the other side. So the last thing to do now is to close up the sides of our Bubu top. So I'll flip it this way, right sides facing each other. I'll flip it right sides facing each other this way. And then I'll take it to my sewing machine. I'll match the sleeve point, the point where I joined the elastic together, and then I would stitch it all the way down using 1 inch seam allowance all the way down to the full length. Stitch it all the way down to the full length of the top, and then I'll repeat the same thing for the other side. I'll close it up and stitch it all the way down. So when I'm done joining the sides, I'll go ahead to close up the base. Also, I'll fold it in by 1/2 inch and another 1/2 inch and sew it all the way around. So when I'm done doing that, I'll show you guys the finished product of our top. So after closing up the sides, this is what it looks like. You can see the sleeve, and I went ahead to finish up the base like I said earlier. Finished it up. So guys, this is all for the Bubu top. You can see how simple it is and how easy it is to make. So this top is a very chic top. You can wear it on your shorts, you can wear it on pants, on skirts, just depending on how you want to style it. So this is where I'll be ending the video for today, guys. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.